Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Hi, once in peace, you're welcome. Hi, how are you?
So we're going out there and spreading the good word of General Aviation. And the neat twist to it is Vincent is a European-based pilot. He's actually in Switzerland. So we can kind of show both sides of the coin. How good we have it here learning to fly, in America, where we don't have all these, fees imposed on us and just different, he talks about airspace I've never even heard of before and all these different limitations. The things over there are just crazy. And I'm going to let Vincent explain to you a little bit about the differences between flying, here in America and flying over in Switzerland or anywhere over in Europe.
Thank you. So first of all, thanks for TXA to invite us today and be our supporters here. Just before we started these flights, I asked Jason a lot of questions which sound silly to him, like where's the VFR approach chart for this airport? This is something you probably don't know and never heard about, but our VFR patterns are specified. And by specified, I don't only mean altitude or side of the runway, left hand, right hand, but really specified where we have two-turn base, where is downwind, how long, everything. So everything is specified. So when he told me, you just make up your pattern as you feel and eyeball it. To be very honest, the first ones were not exactly brilliant because I'm not used to that. Now I'm doing much better, I hope. But there are other things. The first thing I do when I want to fly somewhere in Europe is to check the airport operation times. I learned to fly in Geneva, Switzerland, which is quite a big one, and it's open for non-airline traffic only until 10 in the evening. So there is a night ban. There is also a night ban for commercial after 11. So the first thing you check is, can you fly to this airport at this time? Can you do training patterns or traffic patterns on Sundays? Most airports do not allow for that. Not to mention routes and airspace. Entering the TMA of Geneva, Zurich, London or Paris VFR is just not possible. The typical clearance you receive when you leave Geneva VFR is something like frequency change approved, remain below airspace Charlie of the TMA. And you have mountains around, you have weather around, and you cannot count on controllers to help you in. So I could continue that way for hours already. Not to mention user fees or landing fees. You pay for your FAA via your tax dollars, which is one way of doing the things. We pay partly via our tax dollars, or tax euros, but mostly we pay for landings. We have landing fees, we have en route IFR fees, we have approach fees at some airports. A couple of times during my instrument training, I went to Bern, the capital city of Switzerland, where each and every IFR approach costs something like $70. So you think twice before going around and taking a new one for training. Just because the funding model is different, we don't pay that via our taxes, we pay that directly. So this is quite a big difference. So you have a really free aviation community here, an aviation system which is working well. I was quite impressed by your flight following. We don't have something like. On VFR, we are pretty much on our own. So you have something which works really well, which is very effective, which is giving you a lot of freedom. So you should really work on protecting that. And if you're not convinced that you have a great aviation system here, just come over there and take a couple of lessons. You will see what it is.
So I want to thank all you guys, the Texas Aviation Association, just everyone for really reaching out to us. If you're interested in following along on our journey, there's not much of it left. We're going to Baton Rouge tomorrow, Pensacola the following day, and then finally going home after 3 weeks of flying like 5 hours a day at 150, which is really exciting. So if you want to follow along, it's flyingacrossamerica.com. On there you can follow along with our day-to-day updates. We have a ton of great giveaways on there. So jump on that. That's flyingacrossamerica.com. And I want to thank you guys just for all your support and all your help. And we're available for more questions. And if you need any help with a flight review or want to do a discovery flight or anything, we won't have to set that up with you. So thank you so much for everything.